Ever heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Hello there, I'm Dylan, aka the Wise Sith, and today we're going to be looking at a figure that I ordered off Amazon for about, I think $37? Yeah, with tax. And it's going to be the Allosaurus from the Hammond Collection. So, like I said, I picked this up off Amazon for about $37. It's funny because it's been selling out of stock here and there, coming back, selling out of stock, going up in price, going back in stock, going down in price. It was just all over the place. And I managed to pick it up for $37. So, there. So, without further ado, let's look at the box. So, at the front of the box, you got the little window. It shows the Allosaurus right there. You do have a picture of the Allosaurus right here. It's probably like a 3D rendering of it. Not really the actual action figure. You got Allosaurus right here. You got the Hammond Collection. You got the Jurassic Park logo. You get some trees down here with the Mattel logo. At the top, you do have the Jurassic Park logo right there, along with some probably crate, dinosaur crate or some sort of building, some sort, which just details of some sort. Don't know what. Could be a dinosaur crate, like I said. The side, I don't know if I can show this. It does have, I can turn it right here, it does have a big Hammond Collection logo with some trees at the bottom. You go to the other side. So I could do this without knocking things over. You do have a little side portrait of the Allosaurus, and it says Battle at Big Rock. So this is the Battle at Big Rock Allosaurus. You do have the Hammond Collection logo right there. Let's see. At the bottom, you just have the little barcode and information as well. And then here's the back. Got Battle at Big Rock. You got a full image of the Allosaurus, and you got some of the imaging of Allosaurus's eye, glass eye, or whatever you call it, which usually they aren't that great on these Hammond collections, so we'll see what this one's like. Here's another picture of the Allosaurus full body, and down here it shows the rest of the figures you can get. You can get the Artrosiraptor Ghost. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Artrosiraptor. Triceratops, I believe that might be like a baby or infant Triceratops because of the size. And then you got the Scutosaurus, something like that. I don't remember seeing this in the movies. I don't really know much about this dinosaur. Right here you got the Allosaurus, and then you got the info about the aftermath of the events, the Lockwood Estates, and blah blah blah. If you want to pause this video and read that, you can. You got Mattel logo and the Hammond Collection logo up at the top. So that's all about the box. Without further ado, let's open this bad boy up. Alright, so here's the Allosaurus. You gotta put the tail, you gotta snap the tail in place, which it comes separately, kind of set up like this in a way in the box. So it is a hexagonal shape, so you gotta line it up just correctly, and then you gotta push it in place, and then you should hear like a little pop, just like that. A little subtle pop. Okay. We'll start off with the articulation of this Allosaurus figure. I'll turn it around this way. Alright. So, head. We do have full articulation, so you can reach about up to there. And then looking down, you could reach about to there. Alright. The jaw, we can open all the way about to there, and then shut it to there. And it does lock in place. It's like a lock in place hinge, I guess you would call it. So you could move it up to there, and it self locks in place there. And you move up here and it locks in place like that. So it does have like different segments it locks in place. For the turning, it does turn about to there, all the way to there. Moving on to the arms, you do have a motion to like go from there to there, just like that. Back down, you can go all the way down to there, just like that. The elbows, you can bend it all the way to there where it's straight, just about, and then all the way about right there. Hands, you can bend them to about right there, all the way to about right there. Twisting, they do swivel as well. The shoulders, they do turn about to there, all the way to there. The elbow, it does swivel all the way around, just like the hand. So, moving on to the legs, we start off, it does lock in place. I forgot what they call this. It's like where it just pops in place. It's like ratcheting or something like that. I can't remember. It can go up to there. I'm not going to test it to go all the way around. I don't want to do the limits like that. I'm not that type of person. And it goes to about right there if you want to pose it that way. Knees, they do bend about right there. And then outwards, they do go to extend straight-legged to about there. And then we go to, I don't know what we call this piece right here. But it does bend to there, all the way to about there. It does swivel all the way around. Same with the knee, it does swivel all the way around, just like that. And then we go to the ankles, which can go to there, all the way to there, I believe. And that too, not really. It does not swivel. It can twist about like that. Actually, it does swivel. Okay, take that back. Just like that. So that's your articulation in the legs. Tail, moving on to the tail. It is on a, I guess you would call it a bendy wire. So first of all, it does have a pivotal movement right here. So it goes down to there, and then all the way up to there, and then to the side it goes to there, all the way to there, and it does swivel all the way around. And then for the bendy wire, it does, however, you can pose it however you want. So you can pose it like that, or you can twist it to the side, just like that. And it's trying to fix itself back in place, but it does go right there. It can go all the way to there on that side, and then down it goes about, anywhere to there. It could probably extend more, but I'm not going to force it to. But that's the articulation in the tail. Moving on to the details. So it does look like the eyes are a little bit more clear. I don't know if you can make that out on the camera. You can kind of make out the pupil in there. It is more clear because it is a yellow eye. So it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more better than the. I would say the Stegosaurus I have, and the Stygimoloch, because those two have like orange eyes, I believe. So it's a little bit more darker to see the pupil inside of it, but it looks like it's clear, just like the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus was like a lime green, I would say, color. So you can easily see the pupil in that one. But like I said, this one's got like a yellow eye, black pupil eye, so you can clearly see the pupil better. Let's see the other side. Oh yeah, you can see the pupil on that side too. I don't know if you guys see that. There you go. There's a better shot right there. You can see the pupil. Okay, so the details in the face. It does have really good spores and scaling detail all in the face. You can see like scars in there on his face. The jaw, you can see the little wrinkles right here, like most reptiles will have. Moving up to the top, you see his little horns. See a nice little sculpting into the horns right there. His nostrils have good detail as well. The teeth, however, those are really fine teeth. This is a lot better than what like the older generation of cheap, even the Hammond Collection, I believe too. Like I know like the original Hammond Collection T-Rex, it has those like fat teeth, that's what you would call it. Not the really fine, narrow teeth like these. Y'all will understand if you know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. But like, yeah, that's like perfect teeth. Like even my T-Rex I got from the Rebirth series, the teeth on that one is like perfect. Like by far I love the teeth on that one. Feet are proportionate, just like some of the newer lines now. I believe all of the older series of dinosaurs, like bipedal dinosaurs, their feet are like clownish kind of feet. I know like the T-Rex has like big feet, which is ridiculous. I've noticed the Rebirth T-Rex has proportionate feet now, which is pretty good. Even for a cheap $29 figure, like $30, that's pretty good. I do see right here the paint. You can see that. It looks like the paint has kind of chipped off right there, because on this side it's like a grayish blue right there, but it looks like that's the only spike that I see that's got like paint not on it. So that's crazy. But yeah, like here's like these scales right here are here on the back of his head. Nice detail sculpting right there, along with the spikes on his head. Moving on to the neck, it does have that kind of same nice sculpting detail as well, and just not as pronounced as like the face scales are. I just think the face scales are like very pronounced and stand outish. These look like they're getting a little bit more rounder and cleaner looking. I guess you can describe it that way. Same with the body. The body's like the same exact way. Like the further on back you go, the more less details it starts picking up. I know like it does have a really good detail in the scales right here. Like they do stand out still. But the face is nicely detailed, which is kind of crazy. It does have a nice color scheme. It's like a slate blue, I guess you would call it. I don't know. It's not really a gray color. It's more like I would say it's like a grayish blue, like a slate blue, but which is a really nice color, to be honest. I like this color. And it blends really well with the, I don't know what color that would be, like a tan? I don't know. Like a sandy color for the underbelly, which is really nice. You do have some of that showing right here on the side, on both sides, which is pretty cool. You do have some striping as well, like tiger striping a little bit on the thighs. Under the belly, you do have some nice like wrinkle details. The feet have nice wrinkle details as well. I don't know if you can pick that up. There you go. It does have the Jurassic Park logo as well. Claws are really nice as well. The hands, the sculpt on those is pretty nice. Nice little skelly wrinkles as well. Going to the back, you do have his little osteoderms that stand out really well with the painting and stuff. It just stands out really well, and especially when you look at it in the light, you can just see like the shadows and such popping out. It just really makes it pop out and stand out more. Moving to the tail, it starts losing its little detailing, just because I guess because like the material's like a rubber, so it's gonna have to lose some of its detailing. If you go to the tip of the tail, it's when it starts losing its color of the slate blue. So that's one thing to look at, but it's no biggie. I know some people it would be a big problem. For me, honestly, it's not really a big problem. I will, however, use this figure and some of the other Hammond collections to do photography with, because I thought about doing photography, like dinosaur photography. So we'll see how that goes. If I ever do it, you can always look on my Instagram, the Y Sith, the official Y. Is it the Y Sith of? I can't remember what it is. I'll put it on the screen. But yeah, if you follow my account, you'll be getting updates or something. One of these days, I'll take some photography. I'll go out somewhere out in like nature and whatever, and take some photos of these guys. But yeah, this is all in all not a bad figure. We'll see if I could stand him up, because I was having trouble standing up the Stegosaurus for some reason too. And Stygimoloch was a little bit difficult to stand up. Let's see. His tail's a little heavy. Oh, knocked out Yoda right there. Okay, I need to move this there. Oh, his tail's pretty big, pretty long. Okay, let's see if I can stand him up. I know some people have issues standing these guys up. I did knock down the plant. Oh, there goes a sticker. Oh well. Let's see. Stand by. See if I got this. Let's curve the tail a little bit. There we go. Had the curved tail just a little bit, just to stand him up. And prop his head up just a little bit. Cock it to the side. Let it open. There we go. He's standing. I can't show a side profile, because that means I have to move my tripod and everything. But there you go. So yeah. There we go. Things are falling. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this figure. It's a really good figure. Highly recommend this figure if you're wanting to look for one of the Hammond Collection figures. I really like this figure. I did pre-order the Giganotosaurus off Entertainment Earth, so that should be coming in pretty soon. It says it should be coming in October. We'll see. But be sure to stay tuned for that video. I am excited to see that one, because that one's going to be a big boy. It's going to be a lot bigger than this guy. So far, this is like the biggest Hammond collection I have, I think. I think it's a little bit bigger than the Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus stands out like this tall. But I meant like lengthwise, it probably stands out the most. But yeah, I really like this figure. Like I said, I highly recommend it. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Stay tuned for more. And remember, life always finds a way. So be sure to like and subscribe. And that's all I have to say. So goodbye.